is it going to be so hard to navigate through a goddamn screen? Like, fuck.
And we're live. And we're live.
Oh, Mike's having problems over there.
Yes, we're talking hockey. We're talking hockey for sure, bro.
Huh?
We're gonna.
Where's the music? What happened to the music?
There's no music. We're gonna do an intro. We'll do an intro.
We'll do an intro, Mike. Yeah, just
chatting. Logan Perot is in the house here.
Yeah.
What's going on, brother? Andre Carrier. Evening, fellas.
Logan had a beautiful fish there on the weekend. I saw.
I think
know
it
we're
was
early,
in
but
schedules.
Jesse Bella, what's up, brother?
Is that where it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Rob Hazer in the house, Mr. Keeper Fish himself. All right.
Oh, I think I figured it out.
Oh,
Mike's happy.
Mike Miano.
Well, wait, I'm not done yet. Fuck.
We're gonna stick David Schmidt on you.
Oh,
he's starting already.
Leafs aren't playing tonight, David.
I was waiting for the intro. It's coming.
I don't know the fucking team, so get lost. Fucking guys.
Oh boy.
All righty. Okay, we're ready to do this. 8:18. Let's get into it.
You ready?
No, that's the wrong one.
Oh, geez, Mike. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
And now, join us for another power hour. All things fishing and more. in Central Canada and beyond. This is the Casting Deck Podcast. With Mike Short Dude Datoli, Jeremy the Dragon Boy Santos, and your host, Eric on the Red Labova.
Yo, 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 it's another episode of the Casting Deck Podcast. Welcome. It is Monday, May 8th. On today's panel, we've got Leon Bell hidden behind the graphic there. Let me take that graphic off you there, brother. So
that's okay.
Your beautiful Japanese Ukrainian face.
Maybe you're better off leaving the logo there.
Well, maybe we'll leave the logo there. And then we got Mike Datoli. Mike Datoli in the house there too. So
I'm already annoyed with Schmidt and this stupid.
Wow, jeez.
Why do they got to make it so difficult to find standings on shit?
Man, it's howdy, Sarah Henderson, Randy B, Daryl Roosevelt. What's going on? The D-Dog in the house. Alcide Grenier, good evening, sir. Tanner and Brent Bellet on the YouTube side. Quinton, rest in peace, headphones users. Oh, it's loud. Hey, what's up? Love the intro, Jason Cross, bro. We'll work on the volume. Where's the Leafs jersey? Oh, I don't know, Daryl. Don't get started, brother.
Fuck off, Daryl.
2-1 Vegas. It's okay, Edmonton. If anyone's gonna outscore anyone out of the barn, it's gonna be Edmonton.
I don't care.
You cheer for your team. It is what it is. I mean,
it's like a drunken date. Sooner or later, you're gonna get let down.
I am okay with Pomo giving her, man. Go.
Oh yeah. Guess what? He's motivating. He's motivating players that can be motivated.
You know why? I hope they win the cup just so you can shove it up the Jets' ass.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't. It's not even the Jets, bro. That's Blake Wheeler and Mark Scheifele that he's going to shove it up their ass. They're the ones.
A couple players there. Yeah,
they lost the room, man. Yeah, I mean, he's a good coach. I mean, they gave up on him, so then he gave up on them too. Whatever, right? But good for him. Good for him. He's going to make it to the finals again. I can see it. They're going to Carolina or New Jersey.
I saw a GIF today. Sorry, Mike, if Toronto gets swept, it's like, if Toronto gets swept, did they even make it to the second round? Because they only won 4.
I don't know.
They got 2 games out of it, man. Come on.
They got 4 games out of it.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
How about the Jets? What are they doing right now? Oh yeah, they're probably in their clubs.
As I said, as soon as the season ended, they vacated Winnipeg as if there was a zombie apocalypse going on here. They just jumped on planes and left.
Here's the way I always look at it. If you make the playoffs like by the skin of your teeth, you're freaking lucky to make it out of the first round.
Yeah.
Right? Because you all of a sudden you just played 2 or 3 really good games, and then all of a sudden you get kicked back into reality.
If you make the playoffs by the skin of your teeth?
Yeah, like the Jets did.
What?
But the Florida did though too. They made it on the second last day.
Yeah, there's a difference there though. They don't got a bunch
Yeah,
of
but
bitches.
yeah, I think Florida played. I think Florida won like on a 7-game run right at the end.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But
After
the
Keith
scary
and
part
Chuck,
is
after
Florida
Keith
is
and Chuck
getting
gave it
better
to
by the game.
Edmonton. This could be Edmonton's year. I see. They come out of the West too. So, we'll see.
And one of our show sponsors is down there watching the game today in Edmonton.
Dylan went over. He's in Edmonton right now.
Dylan and his son are down there. Yeah,
Nice.
they're in Edmonton right now. So
What do we know anyways? That's why we do this.
no,
For
We don't know
100
much
people.
about fishing either, actually, or whatever. So, but we talk about it. And we're going to talk today about what do we got today? The Japanese influence on the North American bass scene and the fishing industry in general. It's pretty cool. There's some cool stuff there. We're going to talk. I was just on Global News talking about the regulations, how they affect tournaments. So we'll chat a little bit about that. I just found the video. I just saw it. I didn't know what they ended up using, but it's there. We got all kinds of spring fishing stuff. What else did I put down? Oh, Clearwater National Park. We got Mike's favorite AIS topic there. We got a few things to talk about, all kinds of stuff here, whatever. We'll give the last word about the Jets to Melissa Van Gompel. Jets always fall flat on their faces if they come back from the All-Star break. Seems like last few years anyway.
Must be the color of the jerseys, blue and white.
Ouch.
Yeah. They bore that maple leaf from Toronto, and it's just been.
We got to thank our sponsors, our Open Water. This is season 6. Open Water sponsors, Team Fui Automotive. Leon mentioned that he's out there in Edmonton watching the game there. Cool stuff. Thanks, Team Fui Automotive. Tech Video Security, providing customized and integrated solutions for security and surveillance. Check it out there. That's Mike's house right now. He's surveilling here.
Yeah.
Mike has a courtyard in his living room.
I wish I had a courtyard.
Thanks, Daryl, over at Tech Video Security. Contact them. Check out the website for all your security and surveillance needs. And not just that, it's the Elon Musk going on. Starlink.
Yep. Starlink.
So, and it's good. By all accounts, it's really good.
Yeah.
Last time Mike mentioned Starlink, that's my ad's been just flustered with packed with Starlink satellite ads.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, there you go. He just shoved up the porn.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just looking at security stuff. And Big Smoke Barbecue. Thank you to Big Smoke Barbecue. Appreciate you, man. Our micro beast of the week. We're going to continue that all summer. Start catching fish, people. Start catching fish.
Yeah.
The opener is coming up quick. We don't have a closed season anymore in Southern Manitoba, but walleye opener for most places is this Saturday the 13th. People are already catching fish, and there's some been awesome catches lately.
Yeah.
So sweet, man. Wayne G, how's it going, sir?
Hey,
How you feeling, brother?
Wayne.
Man, hope everything's
Oh
going
my God!
good.
Does everybody want me to put my jersey on for Christ's
Thanks,
sake?
guys. And Starlink and Wi-Fi install through house and property as needed. That's Daryl Rosenfeld there.
There we go.
Contact them. Yeah, man. All kinds of stuff here. Cool. Hi, Audrey.
Wow. Jeez.
Everybody's on my ass with the jersey. I'll go get the jersey.
It's gone. Burned it. You burned it,
I
bro.
don't
And we're
know
going to talk
that.
Fish Futures. We're going to have Jerry Kruchek from Fish Futures there on the executive board there. Come tell us about it. We had that big banquet on Thursday.
That was
How
fun.
was that?
Good.
That was good. Eh? Let's talk a little Fish Futures here. So if you don't know, Fish Futures is like, what is it, Mike? What is Fish Futures anyway? Like, we'll ask Jerry this, but like, what is it?
It's a non-profit organization. They just help enhance fishing.
Some of our license money goes to them, doesn't it? Does it?
I
No.
don't know. I don't think so. I think it all goes to the government so they can buy a new desk
And chairs.
because we don't do anything else with it. But don't get me started on that one.
But every year they have a big banquet, and Mike is on that banquet organizing committee, and it's huge. This is like over 1,000 of all the players
It's
and
fun.
shakers and fishing deep pockets in the province here, right, Mike?
I mean, yeah, it's, a lot of people go there. It's a good time. I mean, Jerry and John have been doing it forever. They do a really good job of organizing it. And there's a bunch of volunteers, and all we do is just get shit going and get it ready and for like 5 hours or 4 hours.
$150 a plate, bro.
180.
180, is that what it is? 180.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
180.
180, yeah.
Table, yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
crap, man. But there was
Food was good this year, man.
Food was really good, man. I knocked it down there. The auctions, there's a lot of prizes, all kinds of silent auction, raffle draws, the draws. What would you call it? I can,
Silent auction.
Well, there's silent auction, and then there's just the tickets that you buy, and then
tickets you
there's
drop
the
in a
live
bucket.
auction. Like you're the one that introduced everything for the live auction.
The live auction, I was up there. Kathy Kennedy was the MC. I helped MC the live auction part, which was cool. And the big showcase every year at this thing, as long as I've been going to it, is the big boat. The big boat. Well, that too. The Gussie here. Don't I have a picture of that? Thought I have a picture of.
I sent you a few there.
Yeah, I don't think
My only issue was seeing all those people that I've seen fishing and seen them cleaned up. Usually you see them with some fish guts on their pants or in a boat, but it's tough to recognize some of them on shore.
You'll never get to talk to everyone there. Like it just, like I saw Tony Shirley walking out of the building at the end of the night, if you can call it walking. I saw him going. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. Danny Kleinstosser was there. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. All kinds of guys.
It was funny because I go in there, I look, all of a sudden, Andrew Klopak's at a table and Tony Shirley sitting across from him. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? You guys turn over and you leave.
Nice. Real Life Mike is in for a table. Oh, a table, bro.
Holy
shit. Can I sit at your table then? If you're in for a table, he's buying a whole freaking table. He says, you're nice. Real Life Mike.
Well, for you, it was your first time, Eric, up on the stage, or what do you think?
Yeah, up on the stage. Garther's done that job a few times in the past that I remember. It was cool, man. There were the paddles were going up. So that big boat, I was gonna say, the big Lund 2075 with a 300 on the back. Retail value 190 went for 126.
26.
126. So
that's crazy.
Is that a deal? Like he was jumping for joy, like he freaking won the lottery. The guy who won.
He was dancing, man.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, look at it this way: 126, no tax.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no tax.
No tax.
It sounds like he was willing to spend. He was ready to go 140, 150 on this thing.
Yeah.
You should have put the paddle up, Leon, and padded the stats there.
Yep.
Did anyone at your table put the paddle up for anything?
No, I think Real Life was looking at it, and I don't know if Callie had her purse ready to hit him if he bid on anything. But I think Gil wanted to bid on something, then he heard the opening bid and he was out. Like,
oh yeah, like some of these.
That's
you
don't want to be raising your hand there at the wrong time, there, boy.
Oh man, like once they see you there. Hats off to Todd. A lot of you might know Todd at the fishing hole manager. He used to like Odessa Auctions. He's good buddies with all of them, and he was down there. Not that he was doing your point and it was pretty cool. And then Joey, the auction guy, freaking. One time he was speaking for 30 seconds, but he was only saying $500 for 30 seconds. But it sounded like he was saying a million numbers. But it's like 500, 500, 500, 500. It was only, it never went up by anything. It was only $500 still. It was cool. That was the Gussie one. The Gussie thing behind you, Mike.
The Gussie, yeah.
That went for $2,800.
Yeah. This jersey right here.
A signed Gussie, game worn. I said, Gussie's gonna rub it under his underpants, like I said, to make it game worn. But $2,800. All okay. Guy's only gonna pay $2,500 now for it.
I gotta fix the drywall in my basement.
Yeah, but cool stuff, man. I told Gussie, I even promised the guy he's gonna sign it for you in his boat in Kenora. So I think he might get a ride out of it now too.
Well, I told you the story behind that, didn't I?
Oh yeah, he knows Gussie.
He's the guy that makes the lure or design the lure for Gussie.
Like what lure?
The one he won the tournament with.
So is Brian Gustafson paid for the jersey? No,
that guy is. He said to me, he says that he makes the lures for him.
The Smeltonator.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just the one pouring.
Maybe he's the painter. Maybe he's the guy in the shop. Who knows?
Oh, no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He paid though. It's awesome.
If somebody would have bid 29, he would have went to 3.
Oh, jeez. I told you, Leon. Put the paddle up, man. I had the stat.
I'll know it better for next year then, I guess. Yeah. And Gussie was nice enough. He posted I saw him. He posted on his story about
video,
his futures and thankful for thankful for being part of it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's important to him, right? Is rebuilding the fishing industry, whether it be through tournaments or through youth or through events like that, right? So
that Fish Winnipeg van program, by the way, it's taking out families that don't have as much disposable income or otherwise wouldn't go fishing, maybe if they're new Canadians or whatnot, you name it, kids at risk and stuff like that. Take them out fishing in the city here, which are all kinds of angling opportunities within city limits. It's an awesome program. It all goes towards that. So that's cool. That's awesome stuff. Matt Gelly, heard the guy that bought the land owns West Shore Marine. That's what I heard too.
Yeah.
It was the West Shore Marine guy who won it. Cool.
Jerry's not coming on or what?
I haven't seen Jerry. We'll keep going. When he shows up, we'll talk. Speaking of Jays, Santos. This is what Santos is doing right now. Is why he's not here. This is at the UW soccer conference.
I see his head right there.
You can't miss him. You get the ball head shining there. Whatever. That's him.
Yeah.
Like, where is he?
Are you sure it's not the soccer ball we're looking at?
No, I was looking at the wrong guy. I thought he was the blue guy. Well, who knows?
Semi-pro. That's Semi-pro Santos is his name. So good luck, brother, man. Let us know how you are. If you're in the locker room, chime in on this stuff. I showed this already. Teach a man to fish, and he will be broke the rest of his life.
Yeah, that's right.
That is
definitely
so true, brother. That is unbelievably true. I like that.
That pretty much looks like the deck of my boat all the time.
Those are all bait casters, though. It's a bass fisherman. No, there's one spinning. There's one spinning rod over here.
It's funny how spinning rods now are becoming like a staple
for these guys.
Yeah, definitely. So like these guys, when I say these guys, like you're talking about like the down south, the pro bass tours, sissy sticks, they call them, right? Sissy, up until maybe even 5 years ago, sissy sticks, they would call it.
Really?
Yeah. Like, and we're going to talk about the Japanese influence in the industry on this side. They had a big influence with the whole finesse side, but now it's becoming accepted. There's a whole move in the industry. If you go to ICAST this year, I'm going to ICAST this year for the first time, but you're going to see a whole launch of all kinds of smaller stuff, finesse, micro, ultralight stuff, all kinds going that way, because I think it's cool now. It's okay. It's not these aren't sissy sticks. We're like it's okay to have finesse stuff. It's okay to go after bluegill now and smaller species and crappie and stuff like that. Maybe not the Dave Tucker. Crappie will never be cool to that guy, but most people, it's cool now. It's okay. It's so there's a big move towards all that stuff.
He's just upset.
Well, I think Eric
Crappie beat him.
Yeah, fairy.
Eric knows better than to give me a spinning rod. You saw what happened to the catfish one there the other day. So
no, that's a casting rod, bait casting.
Yeah, the casting.
Do not give Leon a bait casting rod. He just buggered that up, man. Fairy ones. Yeah, that's another one, man. Like, yeah, like that's like
I can't see him using a bait caster.
Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk about that too. I got videos here. What else? I still got some videos that we've been doing like these old commercials and stuff. Let's throw an old commercial up on here. Let's check it out. This is so cool. Send them in. Keep sending in like you see these old fishing commercials, man. Send them in. This is a good one here. Let's check this out.
Ooh, here we go. Granite outcroppings, a slight algae bloom, a hint of jet skier. Lake of the Woods, 18 feet of water, just after a slight rain. He's good.
Nobody knows walleye water like the Limners.
It said Rat Portage. Rat Portage is at the Kenora side, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's somewhere up north for sure. Like, man, those guys. And I bet you he could actually do that. Like he could taste it and know where it is or whatever. But can you guys tell? Not tasting it, like drinking the water or whatever, but like water in the live well or whatever. You can tell from water in the live well. You have an idea of
which end of the lake you're at?
Like, think about it. Lake of the Woods. Lake of the Woods is like 9 different lakes in one, and the water is different at different places there. So if you were to come back, I've been meaning to ask JP about that. Leon was working the docks last year at KBI. You see the wells, you got to check if the fish are safe and all that kind of stuff. I've always been curious to see if people see different colored water in there or
I think it was a little murky, but a lot of the guys, of course, have like a darker tank in there, right? Some of them too. So, but some of them, you noticed the water was a little different, right? Even the color of the fish coming out too, right? I never shut
my pump off though. As soon as that first fish hits the box, the pump stays running the whole day.
Then it ends up being Kenora water no matter what kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've always been curious about that though. About when I
but
saw
if
that.
You go to somewhere like Dryden.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the different lakes, you can definitely tell because there's some. You go into one that's like a gin clear.
Like
you go
gin
into another one. Yeah. You go into another one, it's absolutely crystal clear. Like if you go into Denoric, it's crystal clear water.
But then Wabigoon is gray.
Yeah.
Legit
Just
gray water.
It's like the Red River.
Yeah, it really is. Like for a white shell lake, it's surprising. Yeah, that was interesting.
I'll see this summer. We're going there for a family reunion. So
Dryden.
yeah,
Don't sound so excited about it, man.
Canada Day.
Dryden's a great place to fish, man. I love fishing there.
I'm just happy I'll get to see the Sasquatch there, in front of the auto parts store there.
What's 113, Audrey?
I don't know, like 113 for a boat rig.
If you bought it
at a dealer.
Yeah.
No, not that. If we're talking about the land at Fish Futures, no way. That boat, pretty sure, is more expensive than that.
Jerry says he's having a hard time finding the link.
It's in his email.
I told him that it's in your email.
It's in his email. It'd be like from Eric Labolpa, StreamYard kind of thing. But anyway, let's get into this Japanese talk quick here. Let's do that here. Let's watch something all together here. I called it Yakuza.
Yes,
And Leon's your Japanese thing. You know anything about like the Japanese fishing scene, Leon?
I wish.
Leon's just
I've
got into
mentioned it
fishing.
before. Like I know my great uncle. He was a salmon fisherman in BC, but besides that, I really don't know much. But I've seen a few videos and kind of I guess there's a bit of a not a controversy, but of different people who are involved in it, which I think happens in any industry, right?
Controversy.
Well,
controversy or some maybe funding from people that probably shouldn't be funding. I don't know.
Who's this stuff? Well, let's see. Let's watch this video. Let's watch
see.
this video.
Yeah.
What if I told you the Japanese mafia has had an enormous impact on bass fishing? In 1925, businessman Tatsuma Akobashi smuggled bass into the country with the help of the Japanese Yakuza. In the years since, the bass proliferated, as did their popularity. Bass mania was born. Companies like Daiwa, Megabass, and Lucky Craft popped up. And there's no arguing the Japanese do it better than anyone else. I mean, look at these lures. What in the fuck is that? Somewhere down the line, Florida strain bass were brought over and giant bass soon followed, including this 22-pound, 5-ounce bass that actually beat the world record but counts as a tie because it wasn't 2 ounces bigger.
Actually, that's a rule. A fish has to be 2 ounces bigger in order to claim a record, which is weird. But anyway, that was an interesting stuff. Like I say, like where like that whole Japanese thing was funded. But nowadays, if you like, they have their own version of iCast or whatever, but like there's a store in Peterborough that it kills them to carry anything Rapala. It kills them to carry some Strike King stuff. All they want to carry there is Japanese stuff, just high-end Japanese. That's all they carry.
Really?
If it's not $40 a crank, they're like whatever. Because I've been in there and it's like just straight snobby, rods, reels, everything. It's all Japanese stuff. It's all good. It's fantastic. That's Peterborough. That's in the Johnson Brothers backyard. I don't know what those guys use, but yeah, the whole Japanese side's taken over. Like look at this photo. This was whose boat was this? Was this Takoito's?
No.
Kenta. But look at that lure. Like that's on the BASS trail right there, and it just using some crazy wacky stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that, what I was started to look for online to buy. Do you remember those octopuses used to throw against the wall?
Yeah.
As a kid.
Oh shit! You get those out of the stereo box.
But if you go back to that picture. See, I didn't even look at that. I was looking at the minnow bait imitator. Like it looks like a small sucker minnow.
There was like a lip on it too, so it does something. So I think it. I don't know if it's a nail weight style kind of thing where it keeps it upward, but it was weird. There's a lip on it. Then you got this thingy. Heck, there's what's this? Like there's all.
Oh yeah, I want those right there.
So this is the latest craze now. Like never mind some of the finesse stuff that's been here for the last 5, 6, 7 years. Like the latest wave now is going to be all this kind of wacky, spindly things. But a lot of this move to finesse and making finesse cool again is testament to these guys because they got heavily pressured waters over there, so they have to be like really finesse and like it's cool. It's cool that they're bringing stuff over and exposing this side to. We have heavily pressured waters. Especially in the States, maybe not here so much, but to go finesse and everything like that.
you can see guys from shore. They're like sometimes like because I spend the majority of my time there, but you'll see like I'm gonna put the Asian category on the people, but you'll see some Asian people. They have some weird setups just for just for catch and drum or catfish, right? Like it's different than what we use, and I always try to sneak a peek at them, but I never understand them.
Well, if you look at the way they fish like it's just 100% finesse. There's no bulldogging them unless they've been here. Like Takuito, he's just 100% finesse, right?
Yeah.
So it's.
We watched one of his videos. He takes him 9 minutes to get a fish in sometimes, right?
Well, it's because he's such a little guy. He doesn't like fighting big bass, he says.
Well, yeah, when you're using 8-pound test for some of these things. You're not boat flipping them, that's for sure. But there's a whole pile of guys made the pro tours.
So, but he's moved to the States now.
Yeah, a lot of them will move over, like to fish it full time. I mean, Gussie's talking about moving to the States to go full time too, kind of thing. So, you got Takahiro. Takahiro Mori is arguably the best Japanese guy that's come over. He's on the Bass Pro Tour. Who else is there? Daisuke.
There's Mitsubishi guy.
Masayuki Matsushi.
Mitsubishi. You're welcome.
It's easier, Mitsubishi. But it's cool, and a lot of that finesse stuff does translate over. When these guys started having success and started cashing checks and being consistent, all of a sudden, like guys were taking notice. And then you get the Canadian guys too, and with our smallmouth prowess, which takes a lot of finesse as well. And all of a sudden, just bullying largemouth bass, flipping them into the boat wasn't always cashing checks. So guys have had to adapt, and now the industry's adapting too. So that's interesting.
Can't find all of them.
They're all in there. That's
in
wild.
the
Yakuza funding all that. That's wild.
The thing you think about these guys also coming over from Japan is like you got Gussie, and like you said, he may be moving to the States to put himself in the center of the States to fish. But these Japanese guys are coming over with their boat, or they're picking it up here in a truck, and they may have people here that they could stay with, but it's not like Gussie, has a couple weeks off. He gets to go home, gets to relax, put his feet up. And a lot of these guys, they're kind of living like how Coop was, right? They're living at the campsites and putting their days in, and they're living here for the whole season, right?
Well, and there's a few more now that are in the opens, right? They've come over to fish the opens too. So
give it a shot. Yeah. Just like Gord says, like Canadian golfers do the same thing. They move to the USA. Same thing. If you really want to be serious about it and go pro, you got to move to where the pro game is at. Rick Klim's looking for Santos. We showed earlier. He's playing soccer, bro. I wonder if he scored a goal by now. We've got Jerry Kruchek from Fish Futures. He's in the green room. Have a couple beers on us, brother, in the green room there, and we'll get you on in a second there. Take it easy on the couch there.
Well, speaking of the opens, like Bugs Island just was on. They actually went on a Wednesday, Thursday. And Paul
that was
Kemp
weird. It was done already. Wednesday, Thursday. Why is that?
I think it's because they had a whole bunch going on this weekend. They had high school stuff going on too.
And they had a kayak tournament there.
So all that was going on. So I guess they figured they'd just do that. But
how Jamie Bruce do?
Paul Kemp ended up. But Jamie Bruce was in 20. Where did he end up? 30th. He ended up in 30th.
Fuck, he's good, eh?
He is good.
Like that's some lake we've never even heard of in our life. I'm sure he hasn't either until now.
Oh, he's never fished until he had to practice.
No kidding, man.
Right?
I hope he makes the tour.
It would be nice. Like, where is he here for?
But even at 30th, Mike, for example, I saw Cifuentes in there. Cifuentes is like on the pro tour, so some of those points don't even count against them anyway, right? Because
he finished in the top 10, right? So
so that's Elite Series.
I think Jamie Bruce is where is he here for? He's in 23rd right now for
points.
So if he was to actually pull off a couple of top 10s, he would be right up.
Because top 9 get their cards.
Yeah,
top 9 get their pro cards. Oh, geez, he's there, man. He's close.
And we talk about all these guys, and they're doing the same as Jamie, but Jamie's balancing his career outside of fishing.
Yeah.
And his fishing career all at once. And like when he's down there to practice, like he can't squeeze in a couple extra days. He's finishing work one day and heading, driving
But
who knows how long, right?
You gotta think of it though. Like how often does he get to fish smallmouth in that type of climate? Never. So he's doing pretty good. It would really suck if he can't do it next year, right? If he doesn't make it.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough.
I hope he locks it in. He's trying. I mean, it's not easy. Shit.
Yeah.
You're talking
No.
150, 200 anglers.
It would really, even if he didn't make it, it'd be nice if he won at least one tournament so he can go do the classic.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And cover the cost of his season too. You know, give it a shot, cover the cost. This is the guy I'm cheering for though. Jake Maddox. Look at his hobbies. Leon found this. Sasquatch hunting. Holy shit. I'm a fan for life.
And I told you, I was chatting with him there for a bit after the tournament on the Monday. And he says, tell Eric that I had a stone thrown at me from a tree. And where did you see? Where did it say? Lake, was one of the big ones there. Where they
We're going to get into that, man. Rock throws are a thing, man. Like that's a thing. They tend to throw stones, like sort of thing, not to hurt you. It's like to get your attention, kind of thing. And
I saw a guy throwing stones on the weekend, but that was for something else. But
it's probably a carp that jumped at his boat.
Oh, jeez.
Stones.
But he's a hardcore Sasquatch hunter, I think, too. So if Eric, when you roll down there, maybe you could hook up to a couple days bass fishing.
We're gonna follow him on Instagram there. We're gonna have a chat. Just a reminder, this week our should have got a slide that Leon made there. The Lawrence Fantasy Fishing Bassmaster. Get your picks in. You get another qualifier, whoever wins this week. So there's another event. It starts Thursday morning. So go do it now. If you aren't there, there's our group, CDP Nation. Get your picks in. It all just goes by each event. So every winner goes into the pile. And then at the end, someone is going to win a Lawrence Hook 7 unit. They're valued at $900 or something like that. Someone's going to win it. So, yeah, let's go.
I'm going to be doing some studying this week on it.
I've been getting killed this year.
I suck.
Brian Hughes killing me.
Rock from the grass. Kennedy.
Probably.
We're going to chat with Jerry Kruchek here. We were talking fish futures earlier there, Jerry, and but who better? We had some questions. Whatever. We'll ask the guy, Jerry Kruchek. Let's bring him on here. Let me get him on here. Boom, you're live, brother. Yeah. What's going on?
What's happening?
If you don't know this,
Eric, Mike,
Jerry Kruchek. Don't ask me how to spell that. It's J and K
That's very
with
good.
a bunch of consonants or whatever.
I've heard it pronounced way worse than that and spelled probably way worse too.
What's your position at Fish Futures so we can announce you properly?
Yeah, Kruchek, Kruczek.
And what's the position at Fish Futures on the board?
We're the president, the current president of Fish Futures Inc. and one of the co-chairs of the banquet with my buddy John Armitage, who most of you know and have met.
Not feeling well today, I think John said or whatever. But
Too good.
We got Jerry, and you also some of you may know Mosaic Graphics. There's a lot of stuff in the fishing industry, fishing scene locally that Jerry's probably printed.
Tried to.
Kinds. Oh yeah,
a couple of things.
Yeah. So how was Fish Future? This is the first one in over 4 years now.
Well, 4 years. First event we've held since 2019. We scrambled in 2020 when COVID shut us down again, right before the event, and we had to scramble and do a whole bunch of work to stay afloat, and we did a couple of virtuals in between, and we were happy as pigs in a poke to get that live event, and thanks to Eric for stepping up big time and helping us out on the stage and with the live auction and also getting one of the primer, I guess it was the Gussie jersey. That was sweet. Yeah, I think that got everybody going pretty good, and Mike, hardworking Mike. I didn't hear the short fuse go off, so things must have been going pretty good.
You ran a few times there.
I was too busy. You know how many steps I had? I looked at my phone. It said I had 28,300 steps or something like that.
Mike had an earbud in his ear, and it's just like, oh, Secret Service, something's going on, and fucking run off to this other.
I could barely hear anything though. It was crazy.
That's a loud place, boy. That's a loud place with those guys. Yeah. You don't need a band at that place to make a lot of noise. And we had a great band there to start the evening.
Yeah, that was great.
the Sean Taylor band, and they did a great job for an hour and a half and kind of warmed the crowd up. But
Yeah.
holy moly, once that volume went down, you couldn't hear anything either, because the guys are that loud. I think everybody was really looking forward to getting back out and meeting people and greeting people and spending some time having a few drinks and having a good dinner and a good time.
I think I had like 40 or so before I even got up on stage, like fishing conversations, like nonstop.
Drinks.
I thought you meant 40 drinks.
Oh yeah, that too, actually.
It was 40 drinks.
Mike was like,
I had to walk by and say, Eric, remember, you're going on stage.
I got to go on stage. Slow down. You're right. This is just
you got a high tolerance to alcohol, pal. Holy!
If no one knows the Sean Taylor band, by the way, just a side note, that's Sean from Harvester Outdoors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
The band is taking off. They're one of the performers at Dauphin Country Fest this year.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
Picking up gigs everywhere. So good on them. That's awesome. Man.
They've got some big hits on. Bigger hits. I guess they go by downloads or something on Hard Working. Yeah. They have they have a good one on Spotify that's climbing up the charts there, and I think for downloads, I guess that's how they count them. So they're doing well for a local band. I'm impressed, and I was really impressed that night with the boys too.
Yeah, no, it's good
stuff.
stuff.
Good show.
It sounded great, yeah.
Yes, there is. I think there still is Fish Future plates you can get for your boat trailer.
Absolutely. You can get them for your boat trailer, for your trailer, your utility trailer, your mobile home, anything, pretty much anything that gets towed behind, you can put a Fish Futures plate on. And I think the LaSalle Insurance group, they stock them. So if you're interested in picking one up, we'd be more than happy to get you one, and obviously hit LaSalle Insurance up, and I think they've got plates there, so there's no wait.
Cool. Yeah, I got one on my boat trailer there. So speaking of that, like you're supporting it that way, supporting at the auction, all kinds of stuff. And what exactly are we supporting? What is Fish Futures?
Oh boy, that's a big question. I guess 34, 35 years ago, it was a brainchild or a little child of David Carrick, who had an idea that there needed to be a group that would champion, I guess, fish rights, if you want to call it that, but fishing and fishermen and also the fish and the conservation of them. So they put together a group, and it's been pretty much it's been nonprofit since day one, and nobody gets paid a penny from doing any of the work that we do on the committee or on the board. And it's been like that as far as I know. And that's been 25 years. I think I've been around since the late 2000s, I guess, or early 1990s. I don't know. It's been so long, I can't remember. But we've done a lot of projects over the years. The what's it called? Lions Lake, that the dock and the access there, we built that years ago. There's a sign that's almost kind of taken off the road now, but on number 1, and I think it's on 75 or it might be on 59. When you come back into Canada, there's a stop aquatic species sign that you see when you come back into Manitoba, and you come into Manitoba from the U.S. We put that sign up, in partnership with the provincial government at the time. We've done numerous projects, from limno corrals back in the day, fish stocking. We were one of the champions that kept the catfishing on the red the way it is. There were regulations, I guess, way before my time, but that you could keep catfish, and it was actually, I believe it was even a commercial fishery at one time. I might be wrong there, but one of the things that we championed was to save the fishery and let people fish, and not keep the fish. And look what's happened to the Red River. World-class catfish fishery, incredible body of water there. I could go on and on and on about projects. Our latest one, obviously, is one that you're familiar with, is the Fish Winnipeg program. Fish Futures is part of that. Fish Winnipeg is part of Fish Futures. So they're kind of our arm's length group that we have with several of the members from Fish Futures on the board or on the committee there. And they work in concert with the city of Winnipeg to do a program that takes youth at risk and other children and kids that may not have a chance to go fishing. take them out somewhere on the red in the city and give them a rod and a reel and hope that they take a right path.
So all this money stays local, goes back to the resource that we all love and take part in. So that's a lot of people are curious about it. I've been curious myself too. Where does it all go, kind of thing, and it's going back to our resource. You guys do all kinds of great things. So that's good. That's good. I mentioned David Carrick here before, Dr. David Carrick. He is. We talked about the Hall of Fame, Fishing Hall of Fame. He's the only member so far of the Manitoba Fishing Hall of Fame.
There's two.
There's two.
There's two.
The other one's Don Lamont.
Dr. Ken Stewart.
Oh,
another doctor. You got to be a doctor to get in.
And David isn't a doctor. He's a lawyer. So, but close.
Okay, he's a lawyer. Why have we calling him Dr. Carrick all this time? It's been all good. Yeah, why not? Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Ken Stewart was posthumously inducted into the Manitoba Sport Fishing Hall of Fame. He was our initial inductee, and the second one was David for championing Fish Futures. So I'm sure guys like Don Lamont and maybe some of the several lodge owners that have championed catch and release and fish stocks and have helped over the years. And there's a plethora of people that could get that award, and I'm sure one day they'll all get them.
You guys
Fish Winnipeg used to hold I think it was a day that you could go on the red, right?
It was called the Corporate Fishing Challenge.
Yeah.
And it was only for about 4 or 5 hours of the day, and in the morning the media, there was a media challenge as well, and the media would go out and they'd get some press and media from that, raise money to run the program, which obviously Fish Futures / Fish Winnipeg pays for every year to run the program, and also the van that we have that takes the kids back and forth. The city of Winnipeg kind of administers the program and finds the people and hires the people that takes the kids to some of these fishing spots. And they're always on the lookout for perhaps people that might want to join them, teach the kids a little bit about fishing. That's always something that's open for, guys like you guys to come out and be mentors, so to speak, to these kids. And of course the van, the program that we're trying to gain funding this year. Obviously it won't happen this year, but we're trying to raise enough money. I think the cheapest van we could find that met our requirements was around $50,000. So I know we raised about $2,800 for the jersey, and for those of you that don't know, we were heavily involved in the Gimli Ice Festival Fishing Derby. Yeah. One of the only ice fishing derbies that I know of that the charities get all the proceeds from. Once again, it's all run by the volunteers that run the group, and the proceeds are split between Fish Futures and Marymount. And this year we were fortunate enough to clear $36,000 and change from the derby, which was incredible for our first year. And Marymount got $18,000, and Fish Futures got $18,000, which we have put towards the purchase of a van.
Nice.
So
getting closer.
Nice, yeah.
Getting close.
I'll tell you what, a little bit off the topic, but the last person I ever guided in that was Lori Mustard.
Lori Mustard.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. And then he came up to me, he says, and we were talking, he said, and you know how reserved I am about my answers.
Yes.
What do you think this is when that same-sex marriage came out. And I said, this is not a topic for you and I to be talking in my boat. Let's talk fishing.
Lori Mustard, that's bringing it way back, bro.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So
that's
about
crazy.
About this big boat, the big London stuff, and then shout out to to Lund, shout out to Ends Brothers, shout out to all the lodge and outfitter owners and all kinds like Danny Class, everyone who donated prizes to the auction. But how do you guys procure some of this stuff or whatever? Like people are curious about that, like the big boat, for example. How does that work?
Well, that's something that I guess if we go way back, Andrew Klopak was working at Lund, and I became a member on the committee in the 90s. So we met Andrew through tournament fishing, and we asked Lund if they'd want to be part of sponsorship, I guess, if you want to call it. And it's just kind of carried on for the past, 24, 25, 26 years that Lund has been with us. So it's kind of an automatic, I think, for them and us. And one of the things we do is we buy a boat, we get an incredible deal on it, and we sell it, and we hope we make some money on it.
So it was okay this year.
Yes,
Hey,
we did okay. We made a couple of dollars, and that's going to go directly to programs and stuff like that. So, thanks obviously to the fellow that bought the boat, and of course a big huge shout out to Lund for providing that beauty, that 2075 Pro V.
Fantastic. Your Santos just finished playing a real sport.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Probably didn't score.
Hi, Jerry. So I haven't been in the fishing world that long, but I was very impressed by the fish futures. I've heard about it for years, and I was glad that I was a part of it. I guess one question: when do you guys start planning for next year's? Do you guys give yourself a few weeks off, you have a month, or are you right back at it pretty much the week after, like that after the banquet?
Yeah, I think good question, Leon. I think Mike probably knows that we really don't stop. It's constantly. I mean, it kind of tapers down right now. We try to do the financials and get all the bills paid and see how much money we made and but I mean, once that's done, we're back to asking people for sponsorships and for donations and promoting the banquet and just kind of letting people know that we're, and of course all the rest that came off from this year's event. Mike knows that where there's some challenges behind the scenes, and I think we got through them okay. So it's a nonstop thing. I think it usually picks up in the fall, probably getting close towards Christmas, that we really get serious and do whatever. But by then we've already gone to a lot of the dealerships and places like Normark and Rapala and Bird and Minn Kota and all these other guys that have been with us for years, just to to make sure that they're on board for next year.
Cool stuff, man. Before we let you go there, man, I want to talk about, like, Jerry Kruchek is no stranger to tournament fishing, and the Hall of Fame candidate himself. Maybe him and his power team of who's your partner there? He was walking away from me there too, Peter. He was walking away from me there. Where are you going, Peter? You gotta say hi, you knucklehead. Where are you going? He was running from me for some reason. But you guys fish like Nipawin, what's it called again? Like what's the
Vanity Cup?
Yeah, the Vanity. You guys fish Vanity like most years, almost every year, right?
Yeah, we've been there for quite some time now. I think Pete and I have been fishing for 15 or so years, or maybe closer to 20 now. Actually, I could probably check because we came in third the first time we ever fished at Red Lake.
Oh, nice. These guys are for Central Walleye Trail Team of the Year. I think you guys won that.
Yeah, we won it first year, 2002. I've been fishing with Pete, so 21 years, 22 years.
Oh, wow.
Holy, it's like a marriage.
It's longer than my.
And that is strange
just put together.
to have the same partner like that consistent for that long. I mean, not that you've not done things with other people or whatever, but you guys, I mean, as a team, holy smokes, like that's pretty good.
That's friendship right there.
What's that, Leon?
That's friendship.
No, they're not even friends no more. They're not even friends no more. They still
you're family at that point, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. It's been fun with Pete and meeting you guys and stuff is part of this community and family that the fishing community and it's a real tight one too. I think a lot of people look after each other, and if somebody needs help, there's people there for help and kudos to everybody for being the way they are. And there's always a couple of bad apples, but
it's almost like a segue, looking for help.
Looking for help. What's the segue, Michael?
We have somebody in the fishing community that just had a little bit of
yes, Mr. Walker.
Disaster. Yeah.
Yes.
Herman Walker. So Eric and I were talking about, even though everything's covered under insurance, and it's still a whole pile of crap that they got to go. But we'd like to get some.
We have a prenup.
Yeah,
it'd be nice to get some fishing gear together so he can at least take his kids out fishing, once in a while, just to relieve some of the stress. So if anybody's got any rods, reels, or a little bit of tackle, let's get it together and we'll get it to the Walkers. That way he can still take his kids out fishing.
We'll put something.
They're going quite a bit right now. So
Yeah, like I
I
mean,
spoke to him a few times already in the
Yeah.
last few days. So
if you guys aren't familiar, Brendan Walker, Craig Walker, rest in peace, his son, of course, there on Highway 1. Eco Baits. Some people might know them right now with the Eco Baits
yeah,
that are in the bait shops and stuff. But yeah, they had that house fire. So I saw he was slapping sheds together again. Got to get some
Yep.
money back into the thing.
Yeah.
So we'll put something out there, man. We'll raise some stuff. We're an awesome community, man.
Well,
We'll come
I'm in.
together.
I'm in for some gear and tackle and whatever else we can get.
yeah. So if guys want to message us or whatever, we'll run around, pick some stuff up, and then
Yeah.
I can always drop it off on the way out to Kenora. So
Yeah.
How about this
Yeah,
question from Daniel Stagg there, Jerry?
Yeah, it's not in our scope of work. That's run by the province. We have, I believe, in the past provided some funding for the hatchery, but that's something that you guys have to pressure the province, and we have as well in the past to keep them going with stocking programs and whatnot, and the hatchery at the in the Whiteshell.
Is that hatchery still going? Do you know?
It is.
Like skeleton crew though, like really
It's a
bare
skeleton
bones.
crew, but it's still going,
Still
thankfully.
going though. Okay, I'm trying
Yeah.
to direct some funding to that. That's why
Yeah,
it's a whole separate subject, but I want to raise I'm all for raising our licenses and putting them towards things, but
yeah.
that's a whole other conversation for sure. I see Brendan a lot as well, can help drop things off and give a hand as well. Fantastic there. Yeah. Well, we've got Jerry here. Thanks for coming on the show, brother.
My
Man.
pleasure,
Good
guys.
info on that.
Thanks,
Here.
Jerry.
You might as well stick around for this next
Nice
segment.
seeing you guys.
No, you're sticking around. You're
No,
sticking
no, you
around,
can't
Jerry,
go.
for this segment here.
Oh, okay.
You stick around for this. We already got you here. We were talking about tournaments there, so you're gonna this was. I was on Global News. Watch it on the late news today. I was on the Global News today at the evening news, but it was. This is the article. Good friend Marnie Blunt. She's one of the news anchors there. You guys know Marnie.
Yeah.
So there's the video for it. You can watch it, but I mean, it just goes through like you won't hear the sound. It's just play. Those are Mike's hands, by the way. That's Mike. But she's just asking questions about how it affects. Let me mute that because I can't hear it. But in the article, I wanted to put down your just how it affects the tournaments. And I was saying that they're doing good stuff. There's good stuff. I'm not going to say it's not. And CPR, for example, is good stuff. It is good too if it's done right. But will it kill tournaments? It's remains to be seen. But it is killing tournaments. It really is. And I wanted to put just we talked to Randy Lewis as well, who's the current president of Central Walleye Trail, which isn't running this year, but it's still a thing. But never mind my ugly face. But it says here, the idea that we've thrown out there collectively as tournament organizers is that we have solutions. We have solutions that we're presenting to these biologists. We want a special permit. They hate the word exemptions, but that's what it is, an exemption for these rules. And he goes, we'll use that time, I said here, to have conservation officers, university students, biologists from the department themselves to come down, collect data on mortality and all that kind of stuff, instead of depending on studies from Alabama and Michigan and whatnot, to create policies about tournaments in our own province. So that was the one point I wanted to get out there, and they haven't been receptive to that. So now we're going on the news now. Let's go on the news. They're not going to be receptive to that. Let's they don't even want to give us a meeting about that, or if they read a letter, they get standard. Like, what do you feel about it, Jeremy? You're a veteran in this whole thing. What are you seeing here?
It's well, I think it's the wave of the future eventually. Have they taken some good steps? Yeah. Have they gone a little too far maybe in some things? Possibly. There's the bait situation, the buyout that happened. I don't know how many guys are left that still or that didn't take the buyout. It's kind of like if Lake Winnipeg is already infested and there's no hope, why ban live bait in Lake Winnipeg?
Yeah.
Nothing's going to transfer there. It's already there. I think every government acts the way they get information from the people at fisheries and they make decisions based on that. So, they're making as an informed decision as they possibly can, right or wrong. And it's up to, the angling community and the fishing community to voice their concerns and ideas and issues and bring stuff up like you did, Eric, about, getting proper stuff done. And, we can go off air and I can tell you all kinds of stories about fisheries that we've had, but over the years, but it's something that I think, CPR is going to be the wave of the future. They made these regulations. We're going to have to live with them, and we're going to have to see how they work. If indeed it does help the fishery or it doesn't help the fishery. There's not much we can do at this point in time. They've received federal consent for anything that was that had to do with the federal regulations on any federal waters, and they've gotten all the okays that they needed to get.
Are you still down for doing Manitoba tournaments then in the current iterations? Yeah,
absolutely. It is. I guess an old adage is just it is what it is. Lake of the Prairies is what six slots. It's 6 slots. So be it.
Did they raise it up to 6? That'd be great if they raised it.
I think it is 6.
That's good for us, Eric.
I like it. Everyone that they go up. I think Falcon Lake went up to 5 or something like that.
Falcon Lake went to 5. There's bodies of water. I mean, CPR. There's ways to do it that kind of not eliminate cheating, but can slow down the possibility that there's any cheating. And you look at the KWO. He's done CPR for years now on the big fish, and you don't hear a peep from anybody.
So it can be done. It can be done.
It can be done. It's being done. And there's a perfect example of a tournament that is doing it and is successful at doing it.
Sometimes my big thing is, well, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Michael.
I just think that some of these tournaments are looking at everything that's gone wrong with CPR tournaments. They haven't looked at the good side of it. Like they may be making some judgment off of what had happened in a different province that tried to do CPR and it just turned into an absolute shit show. But the thing is I know Eric and I have done lots of them that are CPR, and we haven't really had any problems.
If the right rules are in place,
the
integrity of an event is still good.
Yep.
But my whole thing with like I said, my gripe is that sometimes, like Jerry was just saying, well, it is what it is. My gripe is too often, and I'm finding in this province, because this is where I live, born and raised, and I know this province, and we just take it. We just take it. It is what it is.
We just take it
without. We had this full feedback thing, and I was rah-rahing that it was feedback and whatever. Think positive, guys. It was full feedback stuff. I mean, we just take it kind of thing, and sometimes we gotta be heard too. We've got, I don't know. We've got different things that we could say and suggest, and we don't get any input. That's what and that's my gripe with it all. We just take it, and we're being outliers. I mean, we're being outliers here. Saskatchewan's not really doing that per se, and Northwest Ontario here, and there's some places in Alberta are doing it, but in Minnesota, but we're just trying to always be ahead of the curve. Needlessly, I think it's not really based on. Like I said, if we do data here, let's do a season or 2 of our tournaments and come check it out. Inspect every fish, all kinds of stuff. And if it turns out that you guys say it's beyond an acceptable number, 400 fish come in and like 90 of them are dying. Well, we're not happy with that either, and we'd probably be okay with it too. But if you get 3 deaths out of 500 fish, I mean,
the thing is they what they say to us, they said, well, it doesn't matter what happens at the docks.
They're dying after anyways.
3 days later. But then how is it that the biologists in Saskatchewan can tell you the exact movements for the last 7 to 8 days, and we can't even figure out what the hell's going on that day?
Can we have some fish futures money, bro, to put radio things on these fish and then follow them out?
We want to do
they do it in
Saskatchewan.
It's funny you see that. I mean, we've got that telemetry project that's going on, and I think you were probably at that meeting at the Vic a few years ago, where they did put telemetry on catfish, and they also did walleye. And I think that's one of the huge things that a lot of people found out was some of the patterns that the walleye had in southern basin of Lake Winnipeg, and that's helped fishing a lot. So we put a lot of money towards that program, and that was actually done by a fellow out of the University of Nebraska, of all things. I think those I think he puts in those telemetry probes in the summer, and they track fish. I mean, the catfish here are traversing the entire south basin of Lake Winnipeg and making it through the locks, because I think that's the only barrier on the red, and they're making it all the way into the U.S.
Yeah,
it's just strange. I've griped about that too. Why is it the University of Nebraska is the one doing studies here and stuff?
Because they work on weekends.
We got 2 universities here, man. Like, if I don't see why aren't we doing our own studies? I just want it to be based on, because they'll cite studies at me, and it's like, that's Michigan. You're not even citing studies in our own country. Like, I mean, God, I don't know. all kinds of stuff, man. Rick Gergas here is all about studies too. He's a data man and understudied and misunderstood. It would be nice to even, never mind the tournaments, just to have more studies and data about our own fisheries.
Oh, absolutely.
It would be great. Like those things about the telemetry about the catfish is fantastic. I'd love to learn about the walleye. I'd love to. Like I said, if Saskatchewan can do it, shit, we're just as good as Saskatchewan.
Those guys in Saskatchewan at the universities there, they love it going to tournaments. They said they could bring the fish to you. You don't have to do anything. You just sit here, enjoy the sun, and do what you got to do.
Yeah. One of the things that Saskatchewan Nipawin did was, obviously everyone is faced with cutbacks these days. But one of the things that Nipawin tournament did is they paid for the biologists to be there. Okay. Normally they came there because that was part of their job and they paid for it. But I believe last year was the first year that Nipawin actually paid for the biologists to be there. And that's something that I don't think a lot of anglers would have a problem with if somebody said, hey, we need another $10 or something on the registration or whatever, or even on your license that went towards specifically something like that we would get proper information locally.
I'd be all for that. I'd be all for that. I have to apply to some grants. I got to try and get some meetings done here. I'm not giving up on it just yet. Not yet. We're getting there. We're going to the news now. We've gone to the meeting. We're gonna keep it going too. We're gonna keep it going. Yeah. Tyler said just Sturgeon Bay is trying to do the same thing here. It's moving that way. Definitely moving that way for sure.
It is.
It is moving that way
slowly but surely. And Saskatchewan, they always tie us in, but Saskatchewan still has leeches, which we won't in what is it, 2027 or 2026. And one of them this
year too.
Actually. Yeah,
we're finding them now.
One of the things that they've done is they've grandfathered the Vanity Cup.
Oh yeah.
The large fish is actually 85 centimeters for a walleye on that body of water, and they've grandfathered it to 70. So that tournament has a special, like you mentioned before,
so there you go.
Has a special license or restriction.
Special permit. Why not?
A place like Lake of the Prairies that brings in 5 a year out of 120 boats times 2 days.
I know. I mean, I don't know. Not even trying to be selfish about it. Just talking about just the economic driver of it all. One point that I said that I didn't make into the article there, but I talked about the it's disproportionate. The tournament. You need a vibrant tournament scene in your jurisdiction because that filters down to trucks, boats, electronics, rods, lures, you name it. Because even if a recreational angler, directly or indirectly, knows it or not, they're taking influence from the current scene on what works, what's the cool thing, what's the latest and greatest. It all filters down, and a vibrant scene helps with that. And here it's dying. It really is dying, and people are going other places to do it. So it's not good. It's not good at all, man. I mean,
I just had an issue with the buyout because to me that's like doing backdoor business, getting all sneaky.
Really, yeah.
But then, so one guy gets to buy out. The people he supplied don't get nothing. And in the end, they're the ones that are going to be paying the price, right? So
retailers are going to take a hit here hard, man. That's another one. Or whether we're long gone to Saskatchewan. Jay-Z Zelensky was going on, brother. Did Leon fall asleep? He's there, bro. He's taking it all in. He's taking it all in.
Yeah. Half Japanese, half Ukrainians working right now, and it's going crazy up there.
Taking all that information in.
Big tournament this weekend here. The NBA, Manitoba Bass Anglers Falcon Lake Bass Classic. This is a long-running tradition. Traditionally the first day of the year. It's a bass tournament, but it's on walleye opener. Now there is no opening day here anymore, per se. Yeah. But this is going to go down to Falcon Lake this week. These new regs affect this. I mean, so there are no, this is a 50-team field normally. We're going to have 30, 35 teams. There's like a dozen Ontario teams that said they're not coming over. They're not coming over to fish where, for small bass.
Yeah.
And 17 incher is not a small bass, but you catch a 4-pounder, it doesn't count. Too counterintuitive to them, to a competition. They're not coming. So they're not buying licenses. They're not buying gas or food at Falcon Lake and West Hawk. Right off the bat, it's already having an effect on the whole thing. So, I mean, but everyone who is in that tournament, Curacao and me and Santos are in it this year. That event, of course, is sponsored by not only Humminbird Minn Kota, Fulham Beach Marina, but also Two Rivers Boat Works and LaSalle Insurance. So, cool.
The question is, whose boat are you using?
I'm going to use Santos's. Apparently, it's ready. He's got his lithium battery.
Wow.
We'll see. Manny's will only be selling leeches by the dozen, won't be selling bulk. He's going to make a mint this year. The cost is going to be plastics, bros. Go plastics.
Yeah.
WJ Style. Leon
Well,
is basically a biologist.
Mike knows what the price of leeches are in Saskatchewan.
What's that?
Was
You
that
know what
good?
the price of leeches are in Saskatchewan.
Oh man.
What is it a pound right now?
And they don't sell by the pound. Well, very few places do it. It's like 5 dozen tubs.
Wow.
Wow.
For as much as
Vanity, man.
for as much as you pay for a pound here, maybe more.
Yeah.
Because we do legit. I mean, I still remember $35 a pound.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not too long ago. And then now it was like $30 for half a pound. And now I don't know what the heck's going to be this year.
It's like 80 bucks a pound now.
$80 a pound. Last summer was $80 a pound.
It
at
might be
LPW
more
over
this
here.
summer.
I bet you.
Well, it's definitely going to be more this summer.
three
Yeah.
digits. Three digits.
Who are the guys that are selling it?
Oh shit!
Don't even know anymore.
Patches out there out west might have it. Like I don't know, but I don't know. He's not trapping, but I mean, sure he'll sell some. But
Did what's his name at Smoking Fish? I think he didn't take the buyout, so he's probably going to be doing trapping.
the Hastings,
Hey, Lee, is it Lee? Yeah.
well, Lee doesn't have a license.
Lee took
Like
Lee-
the Hastings,
took
the
to
Hastings,
buy it.
the Hastings took about yeah.
Or is it Lee? No, Lee Nolden.
Lee
Lee
Nolan.
Nolan.
He doesn't have a trapper's license.
No, he doesn't have a trap.
He's a retailer though. Yeah, so he's trying.
Yeah, Lee's the guy at Smoking Fish.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's 2 Lees, one Hastings and one Nolan.
Hastings a bait guy. Yeah.
Right.
Be interesting to see.
Did he take the buyout?
for sure.
Did Hastings take the buyout?
A
Yeah.
whole bunch. There's only a couple left. to
Yeah,
be
he
honest
took
with
the
you.
buyout.
There's only a couple left. Manny's is one of them. They didn't. So,
They didn't.
Yeah, they didn't. No, there's a couple smaller,
Right.
block owners that they've never really done more than how many gallons, whatever year. So I don't see how they're going to increase production and stuff. But remains to be seen. Randy Beans out west, $15 to pick a pound. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Go to Randy's yard, I guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna grow my own leeches and bait. But anyway, we're gonna put you on the spot too. You got to pick a beast of the month for April.
Oh, we're doing
Someone's getting
$100.
$100.
Beast of the month. Okay.
Someone's getting $100, Jerry, and it's up to you, and you're picking who's getting that. So
All right.
we'll see. Mike's gonna pull it up.
Let's
here.
check
But,
those beasts
Yeah,
out.
remember, I'm on Apple, so
Mike's on an Apple, by the way. But beast of the
Never.
month, Team Food Automotive. Let me get the proper branding here. 1 second here. Boom! There we go. Beast of the week, beast of the month. This is the first qualifier, or one of them. Colton Single with a nice
that's
pike.
cool. That's that big pike you got.
Okay,
Nice.
Oh, fuck! I hate my Apple.
is that what you call it?
Oh,
Hi, Lily.
Sort of a dog. All right.
Okay. So I can
Yeah, picture of my dog.
and put it back again. Okay, we got
Put it
Blake
back, there we
McMullen.
go.
We got Blake
Okay.
McMullen.
Got
Okay,
Big
that's
Mullen.
two.
This is so painful.
We'll do it. We're gonna have to remember
This
this.
is
We're just keep going like
painful.
this.
How the heck am I going to remember what these fish were?
You had a northern pike. You had was that a splake?
rainbow.
I thought it looked like a
Ground.
snake.
Okay.
Okay, here's
Now
another
you-
pike.
Okay. So now you've got
Oh yeah.
what's
Is
the
that
outfit called again?
Is it the same guy? No.
Kingsland.
No, this is Kingsland.
Brady.
So
That's
this is a
Brady
nice-
Kingsland.
Seems
This
like
one
ages
was,
ago now, eh? Since all this
Yeah.
open water, like this ice seems like ages ago. But this is another qualifier. This was early in April. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
then
Is there
two
one more?
pike,
Or two?
two pike. I think we have two
Two
more.
pike. Okay.
We have
This
two
one.
more. Where did you get the Lawrence sweater, Mike? Well, you got to be a sponsored guy for that kind of stuff.
Okay, show the picture.
We're gonna
damn it.
give some out here. Donna
Donna,
Lee.
yeah.
Burbot.
Donna Lee. B. Here you go. Okay.
That's
Donna
a
Lee.
big
Burb.
bird.
Burb.
That's a
Yeah.
big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Randy Bean already voted
Randy's
Burb
Bean, yeah,
before he even saw it. Splake by
He doesn't want to sleep on the couch.
Here, go on this one.
And then we got one more. We got Sarah Hennessy.
Oh, sorry.
He wins for the name, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a brown trout by Sarah. We got a burbot by Donna Lee. We've got a pike by Brady. We've got a pike by Colton, and we've got a splake by Blake. Oh, I like that. That's just by
This Blake by
This by
Blake
Blake.
by Blake is just
That
had me.
one sounds like it should be the winner, but you know what? I'm gonna go with the big B,
The big burbot?
the burbot.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Big
Oh.
Brady.
Oh, that's 80 for Brady.
The big B, Donna Lee B.
Donna Lee.
All right, Donna Lee, Blake Morking voted for that there too. Gergatz here, you got the people agreeing with you. Cool. Gord Fraser owns Tolerance. We'll get you something, brother. I got it here over here. I got it here, Gord. We'll get it today.
Just don't ask Santos for Lawrence. You won't get it too. So.
Nice.
Give him a sticker.
$100 to Donna Lee. Donna Lee's a multi-time
You're
winner.
welcome.
Of all
She's a great angler.
Oh, she's a multi-time winner of Beast of the Week, Beast of the Month here. Even I think we're going to figure out the stats.
Wow.
But congrats! I'll get the Dylan on that right away when he gets back from Edmonton. He's going to send that over. Sweet, cool, Jerry. That was all on Jerry too. For everyone
Thanks
who
very
lost, that was on Jerry, brother.
You're welcome, Donna.
Fish Futures will hand out the rest of the consolation.
Okay. All right. What are they?
I don't know.
That's what we're trying to figure out too.
Lund boats or something like that.
You're taking away the money from the van already.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, we're not.
I just send them a couple of those paddles in the mail. They'll be fine with that.
There you go.
I wanted to leave on a note here. Last week we talked about what do you say when you catch a fish, like when you catch one.
Oh yeah.
You fish on. I go like there's one. That's what I say right now. What do you say, Jerry, when you hook on? Like what's your go-to word?
Wake up, Pete.
Wake up, wake up, Pete.
Yeah.
I like that. We should meet like this guy here. We just talked about it and it came up on me.
Big fish. Dude, get the net. Get the fucking net. Get the goddamn net, man.
It's right here. It's right here. Bring him in.
Dude, he's big. He's big.
I know.
Big. He's
Bring
big.
him in.
I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying.
I know.
I'm trying.
Bring him up.
Dude, I can't handle him with this rod, bud.
Just let him swim. Let him swim.
I'm trying.
Let him swim.
I'm trying. Come back to the side of the boat.
Coming up here, all right?
Dude, this is a big fish.
I know. I'm going to get him, all right?
You promise?
I promise.
All right, you promise?
I promise. You bring him here. You come. He's choked, dude. He's choked. I got him. You have to bring him here, all right?
Oh, my God.
I promise. You can't promise. You cannot promise because anything could happen.
That's what you have to do now. And if not, you won't be fishing with your partner for 20, 30 years.
Exactly.
That sounded like me at Dryden.
Get the fuck in there. That's Mike at the net. The next one is like all of like 2 seconds later. Get the fuck in there. Like holy shit! You just said you got it. What?
It sounds like Mike.
It does sound like
Oh, okay. My wife says it sounds like Mike.
cool stuff there, guys. Appreciate you, Jerry.
Yeah.
That
No
was good.
problem, guys. Anytime.
Thanks for coming on
Thanks,
there.
Jerry.
Man.
And
That was
thanks
another
for
year.
great meeting you guys, and thanks for having us on, and thanks again, Eric, for the great job you did at the event.
I never met a Mike I didn't like. I always say that. That's my word there, man. But throw a mic in my face and got the music.
See you boys later.
Podcast, same time, same place next week, 8:15. Hopefully me and Santos will cash a check on Falcon Lake. We're going to get a sucker update this week on the Dock Talk. Why not? We caught our suckers already. I don't care where everyone goes. We're going to give you all the tips there. Mike from Two Rivers Boatworks, busy getting all your boats out of storage. If you have any questions, bring your boat down there. He's got lots of time. Bring your boat down.
I got lots of time.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you for joining us. For Leon, for Jared Krujek with a K, and Mike the Philly Shirt. See you next week.